there are 4 reasons and 4 causes for a bad ending. The great Jalaluddin Suyuti rahmatullah alayhi has related in his work. He says that the ulama write that in general, there are 4 reasons and 4 causes for a bad ending. And he mentions them. At-tahawun bis salat, number 1. Number 2, shurbul khamar. Number 3, ukukul walidain. Number 4, idha'ul muslimin. The first one he mentioned was at-takasul bis salat. Laziness with regards to salah. You know, just being lazy, not neglecting, not missing. Having a lazy attitude towards prayer is something that will bring about a bad death. The next thing he mentioned, shurbul khamar, taking intoxicants. You know, we may not take intoxicants in the sense that many of us will not touch alcohol. We won't touch a glass of whiskey. Why? Because, you know, right from childhood, this has been instilled in our heart. Well, tell me, my young friends, who from amongst the youth today doesn't take a spliff? Who from the youth doesn't take a spliff? Balki spliff, my young friend, and they don't even consider this haram. Ukukul walidain, disrespecting mother and father. Today, all mothers and fathers are crying that they don't even have control over children as young as 5. You know, as young as 5, they will turn around and look up at their mothers and fathers and say, hey, who are you to tell me to do this? Who are you? They will answer back. The hadith which Hafiz al-Munziri has related in Targhib wa Tarhib on the authority of Awan ibn Hawshim comes to mind. He says, I went to a tribe, there was a tomb near this tribe, and after Asr, this grave opened. And he says, a man came out of this grave. His head was that of a donkey, and his body was that of a human being. He came out of the grave, he hee-hawed 3 times like a donkey. 3 times he hee-hawed like a donkey, and after this he went back inside the grave, and the grave closed. He says, I asked the locals with regards to this individual as to who he was and why Allah was punishing him in this manner. So he says that the locals informed me that this young individual, he would take alcohol, he would drink, he had the habit of drinking. And when he would drink too much and he would return home in the evening to his mother, and she would see him intoxicated, she would give her son nasiha, and she would say to her son, oh my son, ittaqullah, fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, stay well away from this thing. This is the mother of all evils. Oh my son, is a filthy thing, is from the handicraft and works of the shaitan. Oh my son, if you want success, if you want to go to paradise, then don't even go near this. Oh my son, do you not realize that the shaitan through this wants to stop you from the dhikr of Allah and wants to stop you from prayer? When she would give her son nasiha in this manner, you know what he would do? He would turn around to his son and mom and say, oh mom, stop hee-hawing like a donkey. The last thing, idha'ul muslimin, troubling the believers in whichever form it may be, whether it's swearing at someone, whether it's bullying someone, irrespective of how you trouble a believer, whatever it may be, this is a cause for a bad death.